Hello, precious people of God. You are welcome to another episode of Word Explosion. In today's episode, I discuss what I have themed I will fear no evil. Reading from Psalm 23, verse 4. Psalm 23, verse 4. Yea, though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, I will fear no evil, for thou art with me, thy rod and thy staff, they comfort me. This is a shepherd's psalm, a psalm of David, talking about God's quality as a shepherd and how God leads his people as a shepherd. And in verse 4, he tells us that he will fear no evil because of certain things that the shepherd does. And that is what I want to discuss in this episode. Why is the psalmist saying that he will fear no evil? And sometimes, as he said, we go into challenges and difficulties and even to the point of death. That is why he says that even though I walk through the valley of the shadow of death, certain things that we go through are like passing through the corridors of death. But as we have a shepherd who is God himself, we will fear no evil. That was the perspective of David or the psalmist here. And that is the assurance we have to have. Since we have a shepherd who is shepherding us, we will fear no evil. No matter the situations of life that we go through, no matter the conditions of life that comes to us, the hurdles and the obstacles on the way of life, we will fear no evil. And as we walk daily in our duties as people of God, we must have this same assurance that we will fear no evil. Why will we fear no evil? Because of God's presence. He said, thou art with me. Because you are with me, I will fear no evil. And that is what we have to have at the back of our mind. Our consciousness of the fact that God is with us is victory in itself. May we know that God is always with us. Jesus said, I will be with you always until the end of the age. God is with us. In Isaiah 43, he said, when you walk through the waters, I am with you. The rivers will not overflow you. When you walk through the fires, I will be with you. You must not fear. You must not be afraid, because God is with us. Yes, we are walking, we will face difficult times. Yes, we will face uncertainties in life, not knowing what to do. We must never forget the fact that God is with us. And at the end of the day, we shall see light and find light at the end of the tunnel. I'll fear no evil because of God's presence. God is with us in our daily walk with Him. He is making sure that we end it well. So we must never forget the fact that God is with us. And as we live in this evil world and this evil age, a lot of things are going on. May we never ever forget that God is with us. He will sail us through. Like the other day, the disciples, when the storms were coming and they felt that the Lord himself had forsaken them, Jesus arose after they tapped him. He said that, oh, ye men of little faith, I am with you. You must not shiver. You must not forget the fact that I am with you. God's presence is reassuring enough. May we know that God is with us, and because of that, we will forge ahead, we will move on, we will win the battle of life. The victory is ours. Why? Because of God's presence. Again, I will fear no evil because of God's protection. He said, thy rod and thy staff. You know that the rod signifies God's authority. It signifies the authority and the power of the shepherd. It symbolizes that He is the leader. And if God is leading us, He is protecting us with His rod. The rod is a protective tool against predators who will come on our way. Predators who are planning to have the sheep for a meal. So God has in his hands his rod and his staff as a form of protection. So because of God's protection, we fear no evil. We fear no evil. God will protect us. God protection is the ultimate protection that we can have. We can have our own personal securities. We can have a lot of things in place for our lives. But there is nothing that can be compared unto divine protection. God will protect us. And that is the perspective of the psalmist. That is what we have to have. That we fear no evil because of God's protection. Do you know that the rod and the staff God is for guidance? He will guide us into safety. He will guide us into a safe place. Again, the rod is used for discipline. God will discipline us so that we will not fall prey to the teeth of the enemy or to the plans and the schemes of the evil one. So he guides us from external sources, and internally he disciplines us so that we do not go on the wrong tangent or wrong path where we can face danger. So I'll fear no evil because of God's protection. That rod and thy staff, signifying God has the mandate and the authority to lead us onto greater heights. He will guide us, he will discipline us when we go wrong, and we will come back on the right place, and we'll follow his leadings, and he will protect us. And because of that, we will fear no evil. And finally, I'll fear no evil because of God's provision. What is the provision that the psalmist talks about in verse 4? It talks about comfort. That rod and staff, they comfort me. God will give us comfort in life. God will lead us to the place of peace. And because of that, we will fear no evil. We trust the integrity of the Master to bring us to a place that is good, to a place that is better for our life, to a place that will be of no struggle. He will comfort us, and because of his comfort, the comfort that he provides, we have peace, we have inner tranquility, even amidst uncertainties and challenges. God's provision will lead us on. God's provision will bring us comfort. That is what he will provide to us, even though we walk through the valleys of the shadow of death. Fear no evil, because of God's provision will provide to us comfort. He will keep us in peace. Isaiah 26 verse 3 says that he will keep him in peace, him whose trust is upon you. And that is what God provides for us day in and day out. So I'll fear no evil because of God's presence, because of God's protection, and because of God's provision. By these things, God will help us, and we will fear no evil. As evil abound in these ages, may we trust God, who is the shepherd, the authority and the power behind us, the guide and the leader of our soul. The shepherd and the bishop of our soul will lead us onto the right path, onto where he is taking us, onto greater heights. May we not fear evil or anything that the enemy plans against us. May we look up unto the shepherd who will take us to the promised land. God's presence, God's protection, and God's provision will help us not to fear evil. God bless you.